Let me ask you something honest. You've been on dates, you've gotten dressed up, shown up, been your best self, and still wondered, does he actually like me? And here's what nobody tells you. He already answered that question before the date even started. Because the things that pull a man in, the things that make him think about you at 11 p.m. when he should be sleeping, they have almost nothing to do with what you wore or what your hair looked like. They go so much deeper than that. And once you understand what these things actually are, you stop guessing. You stop second-guessing yourself on every date. You stop replaying conversations at midnight, wondering where it went wrong. So stay with me, because today we're talking about the 5 things men notice first about a woman that make them want to go deeper, to explore, to commit. And the best part? You already have all of them. The first thing is looks, but not in the way you think. I know. That's not deep, that's obvious. Just hear me out. Men are visual, that's just biology. But here's the part that actually matters for you. If he's on a date with you, he's already attracted to you. Unless it was a completely blind setup where he's never seen your face. He's seen your photos, your profile, maybe your Instagram. He chose to show up. That means you already passed that part. So you can stop spending your mental energy wondering, is he attracted to me? That question is already answered. Yes, he is. Move on. What that means is, in the moment you sit down across from him, your only job is to connect, to find out if your values line up, if your energy feels right together, if this is someone worth your time. That shift alone, from does he like me to do I actually like him, changes everything about how you show up. You become calmer, more present, more magnetic. And that brings us to the second thing. The second thing men notice is your authenticity, not your personality, not your sense of humor, your authenticity. And here's how to understand the difference. Authenticity is when what you say and what you actually feel are the same thing, when you're not performing, when you're not carefully measuring every word to see if it's the right answer. Men can feel that alignment, even if they can't name it. Think about it. You've been around people who are saying all the right things, but something just feels off. Like there's a gap between their words and who they actually are. You can't explain it. You just feel it. That's inauthenticity, and it repels people. But when a woman is just herself, when she says what she actually thinks, even if it's a little unexpected, even if it's a little different, there's a pull, a gravity. You want more of that person. And yes, this takes practice, because most of us have learned to water ourselves down in certain situations, to say the safe thing, to agree when we don't agree. The practice is simple. Start noticing when you're editing yourself. Not to judge it, just to notice. Am I saying what I actually think or what I think he wants to hear? The more you live from your actual truth, with kindness, with warmth, the more magnetic you become. Automatically. The third thing? Your acceptance of him. This one surprises a lot of women. Men are carrying something most women don't fully realize. They're walking into every date quietly wondering, am I enough for her? Can I actually meet her expectations? And that's not weakness. That's just how men are wired. We want to be able to show up for the woman we care about. We want to feel like we can actually be what she needs. When a man feels genuine, relaxed acceptance from you, not desperation, not settling, but just calm acceptance of who he actually is, something in him softens. He thinks, I can be myself here. I don't have to perform. And that feeling of safety? That's what makes a man want to come back. That's what makes him stop looking around. Now, this doesn't mean accepting bad behavior. It doesn't mean lowering your standards. It means not testing him, not making him feel like he has to earn a place at the table just by existing. And here's the beautiful thing. This becomes easy the more you accept yourself. When you're genuinely okay with who you are, your quirks, your history, your opinions, you stop needing to fix or change the men around you. You either feel alignment or you don't, and either one is fine. The fourth thing men notice is whether you create fun or drama. I want to be direct about something here. Drama doesn't always look like screaming or crying or big arguments. Sometimes drama is just the low hum of negativity. Talking about your ex, complaining about your friend who did something annoying, venting about coworkers, family members, people who aren't in the room. Men interpret all of that the same way. Even if you're just having a normal conversation, it registers as heavy. And look, nobody is fun 100% of the time. That's not the point. The point is, are you someone who tends to bring energy up or pull it down? Men gravitate toward women who make them feel lighter, not fake happy, not performing positivity, just genuinely present and able to find something interesting or funny or exciting in the moment you're both in. Here's a real example. You're walking past a little gift shop. Most people just walk past. But the woman who says, "Wait, let's go in here for a second," and plays around with something silly inside, and laughs, and makes that a moment? That's what he remembers. Not the fancy restaurant. That moment. Your ability to turn an ordinary Tuesday into something worth talking about, that is attractive. Full stop. And here's the simplest way I can put it. Be someone you'd want to hang out with. That's it. That's the whole thing. The fifth thing men are drawn to is a woman who is growing. Not perfect, not finished, growing. There is something deeply attractive about a woman who isn't just coasting through life, who's curious, who wants to learn, who has something she's working toward. Whether that's a career goal, a personal challenge, a skill she's developing, whatever it is. Because that energy is contagious. When a man is around a woman who is genuinely growing, something in him wants to rise to meet that. He wants to be better. He starts thinking about his own potential differently. That's what people mean when they say, "She brings out the best in me." It's not magic. It's just being around someone who is committed to their own growth, and that energy rubs off. And this doesn't mean you have to have your whole life figured out. Nobody does. It just means you're open. Open to learning, open to being wrong sometimes, open to evolving. That quality, that openness, is something men feel. And it makes them want to stick around to see where the story goes. So let's bring this all together. 5 things. Looks, already handled. Authenticity, acceptance, fun over drama, and the drive to grow. Here's what I want you to take away from this. Your job on a date is not to perform. It's not to be impressive. It's not to say the perfect thing. Your job is just to show up as yourself, curious, present, and genuinely interested in whether this person is actually right for you. Because when you stop trying to win someone over and start paying attention to whether they're worth winning you over, everything shifts. You become the woman who doesn't chase because she doesn't need to. Now, if this video gave you something to think about, I want to share something that helped a lot of women go even deeper. It's called 72 Plus Secrets to Make a Man Chase You and Commit to You. And the reason women love it is because it's not the same recycled advice you've already heard. It actually walks you through the psychology of how men think about desire, bonding, and commitment in a way that finally makes sense. Understanding how a man's mind works, what makes him pull away, what makes him lean in, what makes him choose you. That's not manipulation. That's clarity. And clarity is what turns confusion into confidence. The link is in the description below. If you feel like you've been doing everything right but something's still missing, this might be exactly what fills in that gap. I'll see you in the next video.